Lunch Money Lambert, Jeff Malott. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Yeah. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Hey. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation, where we talk about fishing and competition. It's your boy Ox Pippin, aka Ox Fishing. Don't come over here tripping. Hey, hope you enjoy the show. Jeff Malott, Lunch Money Lambert, Lego. Hey, welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Hey, welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to KBN Live. Ryan, you're looking good over there.
Thanks, man. I'm really settling into this role here.
Officer Lambert, we are having the Halloween episode the day before Halloween. It's going to be a fun one as usual. I've kind of got the background tweaked up. What do you think, Ryan?
That looks great.
Lights on.
Feels very festive.
So, what's your costume there? The
KBN Justice Department. Okay. Yeah, I'm here to cuff them and stuff them if they get out of hand.
All right, and as you can see, I'm a wall-mounted fish. It says Ashley's PB on the deal there. That's me.
Did she vote on that at all, or are we just going with it? Okay,
she's not even here. She's not even here right now. This is not approved. So
okay, all right, thanks.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, people saying you got a nip slip going on. Who knows what might happen tonight? We don't know.
Yeah, they ain't no telling what's slipping tonight. Y'all be careful.
Yeah. This show's all about y'all. It's the call-in show. We like doing call-in shows a couple times a year, but the one in the fall around Halloween is always fun because we try to mix in some costume stuff with it. We can still talk about anything you want to talk about. Just call in and we'll bring it up. But if you're wearing a costume, we're going to let the people watch and vote on the best costume, and we'll give away a pair of Revos to that person, and then we'll also just give away a pair of Revos to somebody watching. So 2 pairs of Revos tonight.
And these are from the Revos gas station line. So anywhere that sells fine menthol cigarettes, you can.
I've got some Revos on. I tried to put them over my readers, Ryan, but it wasn't working out too well. But there you go. There's some nice Revo dunes over the readers if you need it. There you go.
That's an approved method on the water. I feel like
you could wear those right there. So we'll have some callers sliding in here in a minute. We've already got one in the lobby, actually. We'll get him in here in just a second. It was a fun weekend
last year. Was it J-Fish? J-Fish was the winner last year?
J-Fish defending champ. J-Fish defending champ.
Will we go back to back?
I don't know. We could see a
or
J-Fish
she go back
appear.
to back. We didn't ask what the identification was on there, so I apologize for that.
Zim? I don't know. Something like that. So, yeah, J-Fish might show up. We'll see. I see Levi in the comments. I finally went to a fishing tournament, Ryan. I just got back from the Big Bass 250.
What?
How fun was that? And I actually did okay. I finished 20th out of the 120 people over there in the overall. Didn't win Big Bass, obviously, but I had a good time. Caught some fish.
That was a solid turnout. And, I mean, you were keeping us updated as far as, the experience and the venue and stuff. What'd you think about it?
100% first class, man. I've been to a lot of tournaments. We all have. We've been to a lot of tournaments around the country. There's some other first-class organizations out there, but for an open event, this is everything it should have been. It wasn't complicated. It was easy to check in, and then the weigh-in, man, they had fully catered dinner for everyone. They had an open bar, not just some Busch Lights, but everything you want over there besides wine. Travis said no wine, just whiskey and beer. So we were good to go over there. But open bar, tons and tons of prizes. I couldn't believe it. I was standing next to a buddy of mine, Brian Hillman, visiting. He was at the event last year, and we're just sitting there casually talking, and my man wins an NK 180. while we're talking, 6 boats given away. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, unbelievable time. So yeah, hats off to them. And I told them, I looked at the roster and nobody from Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, that kayak fishing hotbed, nobody came. So we got to fix that. We got to get them over there.
We got to fix that up.
Yeah, and then the fork event went down. They ended up with a big push at the end. They had 120 something people as well. Some giants caught, so that went down over the weekend too. Two big bass events. It was awesome. So
I like it.
Yeah, I'm working on the guy that won the Big Bass 250 to come on the show. He is very apprehensive about talking, which is okay. I understand that. A lot of people don't like
just talking to us in general.
Yeah, talking to us or talking in public. But an unbelievably nice guy, like one of the nicest, best human beings you've ever met from all accounts there. Unbelievable angler. He won Big Bass in the overall. We're going to try to get him on at some point as well from Big Bass.
I like it.
Yeah, so we can talk about current events in between the callers, but we want to get to the callers. We got 2 in the lobby already, so let's jump right in. And we'll do that with a segue, shouting out our sponsors. The show's presented by Eco Fishing Shop, right? So we're going to have Travis from Eco Fishing Shop as our first caller. What's up, Travis?
What's going on, guys? Hey, sorry about the costume. Jonathan Dominguez would say that I'm dressed up like a kayak tournament angler because I am not one, but I always get the jersey. So it's still a costume for me.
That's all right. Yeah. So I was just bragging on your event, man. Give us a quick recap of what you thought of year 2 of the 250 and how it went for you.
Well, I think it's a lot smoother than last year. Last year was fine, but as far as we kind of had some things nailed down. Check-in is always at the shop and really nice. It's pretty easy. Got everybody in and out really quick. Had a pretty good push of anglers there at the end, right around about 120. Really proud of the Nebraska boys. I mean, we had 22 guys from Nebraska come up. And like you said, we're hoping to get some other states to push. Arkansas, we don't get a lot of Arkansas guys. I know Matt Gifford came up, didn't fish as good as he wanted to, but he did take home a new Hobie Outback, which was pretty awesome. But yeah, man, I thought it went really well. A lot of things we're learning as we go. We're taking our hands off of more things and letting the caterer do everything they do and not trying to swap a pan of beans when they're low, type thing, really staying on top of the tournament itself. And man, I thought it was pretty seamless this year, went really well, had a really good time. And my biggest thing is that camaraderie that when everybody's done, whether it's you got beat to death out there or you had a great day or whatever, just the fact that everybody gets in there and grabs a cold beer or a cold iced tea or whatever they want. And we all just sit around and just talk and just really have a good time with one another. So yeah, that part was awesome.
Well, good job. Congratulations. Heard nothing but good things about the feedback for the tournament and, the venue itself. Everybody was, super excited about that. Yeah.
And we had, we come through pretty strong. Caleb and Jared, our owners, they come in for it, and it's a big deal to them. It's definitely not a moneymaker. It's the kind of thing that it's an investment, hoping to get to the 250, but it's just what it does for the sport, and just as an open overall, it's just a great time. So and we did well. We gave away a lot of boats. They brought 2 more boats. We were giving away 4. When they got there, they had 2 more. They said, let's throw them in the pile too. All our sponsors really came through big. And it was a really good event. The giveaways are awesome. I mean, out of 120 people, if you can send 80 plus people home with gifts, it's a fun tournament, man. You get a chance to win something.
Well, remember this year, and then we'll put a little KBN spin on it next year and see what we can do. We'll use that as a measuring stick.
Yeah, we've been brainstorming since about 15 minutes after it was over. That's how this goes. You start getting excited about next year and some little tweaks and things, and some of the things that Ryan and Jeff there that you guys have to offer as well are things that are just kind of next step things that I think will fit perfect into what we're doing. So, but we paid out top 10. Our top 3 all went home with nice checks. I think first place was $5,000, second was $2,500, third was $1,500, and the big winner, Chris Longshore, he got big bass and won first place, so $15,000. Not bad for an open. Not bad for an open.
That's
and then I believe
day's work right there, man. Woo. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Adam Denningman was second, and Logan Westerman was third. So, and one thing I was telling Jeff that I'm pretty proud of too is, you had in our top 10, you had 2 guys from Iowa, 2 guys from Nebraska. It's mixing up a little bit better. And, we did not want to make this a Missouri tournament. This is an open for anyone. We had guys from Minnesota there that one of them won a kayak, and we went and helped him get it all loaded up and everything. And we get some good people coming to this event, and we're hoping to, just keep pushing.
That's awesome. Congrats again, man. That's great. I can't wait to see it in person next year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's going to be fun.
We're going to blow that thing up. I put the heat on us, Ryan. I told him we can get it. We can get that thing up to 200, bring them people east of the Mississippi over here. So
deal.
I'll drive. A good time. And KBN is responsible for the after party. We're also 100. You are, right? Not KBN.
100%.
Yeah.
We'll be ready. And next year there will be an after party. We'll make sure that happens.
There we go. All right, Travis, we're going to let you slide out here, man. I know you've had a long weekend. We just appreciate you giving us an update. And once again, appreciate the new partnership.
Yeah, we do as well. And Jeff, really appreciate you coming. Look forward to seeing you up there next time, Ryan. And you guys have a good evening.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good. Take it easy.
All right. We got more callers in the lobby. Straight to somebody that was at the event, Marty Hughes. My man. Oh, yes.
I was wondering what was coming. I figured Marty had a surprise for us.
Well,
our first entry in the contest. We'll write down Marty Hughes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wish we had a before and after.
I'm going to scare a lot of kids away tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Me too.
What's going on, buddy?
Well, I'm at home.
I like that you're in character.
How was it? How was your visit?
Where? Here at down Missouri?
Missouri.
Yeah. Yep.
It was fun.
So,
I
Ryan,
think you spent some time in Alabama is what I'm going to put money on right now.
I've been knowing Marty for quite a few years, and every time he sees me, he still thinks I'm short on the podcast. He said,
You one tall boy.
Camera doesn't do him justice. He's got a lot more to him in person.
You look like he's 5'4" on the show.
Jeff, do you see this guy offering to help us promote the podcast here in the comments?
That's a Twitcher.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, whoever's on Twitch offering your services.
Unused koi. Thanks, Twitcher.
Well, God. Chris Longshore is on the chat, and he said he packed too many auger stacks.
So Chris is in the chat. I know I'm going to talk to Chris about doing some sort of interview. I know, like a lot of people out there, he's not a huge fan of doing these live podcasts, and I get that. So we're gonna try to get with him somehow and maybe record something or do something. So I'm gonna talk to Chris.
I was going down the highway on the way home, and he passed me. I was doing, he's going pretty fast, but he passed me. So I called him. Let's go to Cracker Barrel. So went to Cracker Barrel, had a good brunch with him, and he brought a Coda. He had a young kid with him the whole time, helping him while he did this.
Mm-hmm.
While he took everybody's money.
Sure enough.
When you're that good, you get an assistant, I think.
Yeah. I don't know Chris personally, but all I heard was wonderful stories about the guy all over the way in. So
incredible dude, man. He's
15 grand's pretty good little payday there. I mean, if you think about, we're about to see the TOC next week, and it's what, 30 grand payout, right?
Yeah, and you had to grind all year to get there. Not just
that's what I'm saying. Like you show up to this one and take home 15 grand just to go, win a bunch of prizes and get some free food and hang out.
Yeah, he was Angler of the Year for the Heartland Series as well, which multiple states there, 3-state series there. 3 states involved in that one, and he's always been, since the beginning, since he started kayak fishing a few short years ago. He's been really good. So.
Some people are just fishy, Marty. They're just fishy.
Yeah,
he's touched. Now, Marty, I know we were trading messages earlier. You wanted to come here and give us a little info about something you got going on with the tournament tracker on your website.
Yeah, I think it'll help a lot because right now, there are what you want to know what's scary. You guys said you want to know what's scary. What's scary is there's so many events that how do you do them? You're just not going to do them all. You can't even do the regional and national ones anymore. You got to pick what you're going to do and go do it. Otherwise, you're going to saturate yourself to where you don't do any good at all in anything. So, I mean, if you just like events and you want to go somewhere, great. But if you want to compete in an AOY part of it, you've got to focus on that. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of those. But there's This year there were, I think, close to 300 events in the mid states region, and next year there's going to be more. So what I did is created I have a buy sell trade kayak site on Facebook that has 109,000 members, and we get average 100 listings a day for used kayaks. And I started that 10 years ago because I was looking for used kayaks for my business, trying to find some cheaper ones for rentals and stuff and different kinds. So we started this. So there's a website called kayakbuyselltrade.com as well. And you can list your kayaks there, but also you can list your events there, because right now, Tourney X is great. It's a great platform. Finding certain events seems to be difficult sometimes. And so what we're trying to do is put a central look. I have, and now also there's a Facebook page called Tournament. What did I name that, Jeff?
Kayak Tournament Finder or something like that.
Yeah,
Is that right?
It's a kayak fishing tournament network. And I made it a few years ago, but I never really used it. But now we're going to really focus on that. We're going to post the pictures there of the schedules. But if you go to kayakbuyselltrade.com, there's an events page there. All the events, tournament directors can post their events there. And I posted a few already. Also, I put a question up there, your favorite podcast tonight. I'm also putting podcasts on there, and you guys are already on there already.
You're the man, Mark.
And it'll come up each week for people as well. So that's going to give people a central location to find things. Is the name appropriate? I don't know, but kayakbuyselltrade.com. That's what
it is. What it is.
Yeah,
that's all right.
And then, like I said, the podcast events, and also expos. And we're having an expo here in Auburn, Nebraska, February 3rd. Everybody's invited. We have a chili cook-off, and Jeff, I don't know how you can stay home because there's a cornhole tournament as well. And Rick Valadez from Nebraska is putting it on for me there. But it's a fundraiser for our kids fishing program here. All the proceeds go to them.
That's
Do you put beans in your chili, Marty? That's something I need to know before we go any further here.
Me?
Yeah.
I think my wife does.
Okay. I love that debate, the beans and chili debate. So when you said chili cook-off.
Yeah, well, we'll find out who wins. Crash Davis from a radio show up in Omaha is actually sponsoring it. This Chili Dogs company or whatever, they're sponsoring it. And that was mentioned about the beans versus no beans. So we'll find out who wins. And I'm going to let you guys know who wins.
All right. I
like it.
So there you go. That's what I had.
You're
you
the
guys
man,
did a
Marty.
great job. Appreciate you. And
get that hand healed up, sir.
What's that?
Get that hand healed up.
Guess what? No cat.
Oh, he was out there in a cast.
Look at that.
Rod.
But it hurts.
Hey, you're the man,
Well, thanks
Marty.
again, Marty. Congratulations. And, hopefully that'll whittle it down for some people on being able to find their events a little bit easier.
Absolutely. Any questions, just contact me.
You're the man, buddy. Appreciate you calling.
All right. Bye.
Marty Hughes, one of the best. One of the GOATs.
Yeah.
We got another caller waiting. Looky here. We got G Money and Waffle. Oh, we got Waffle in the pirate costume. I'm going to enter Waffle in the contest right now.
G Money's muted. Did you mute him on purpose?
I didn't mute him. You muted G Money.
All right, can you?
There he is. What's up, buddy?
Hey, out here feeling the Halloween spirit. Waffle's ready for some snacks, baby. He's ready to go hit the road, go trick or treating, see if he can get some biscuits.
I love it. Hey.
Where's your road trip to?
Damn, G Money froze up on me.
Man, Arkansas.
Man, I was about to give him some props for winning that money. He came in second in the Fork event, man. Can you hear me, G Money?
I can now, yeah.
All right.
You came in second at Fork.
Yeah, man. It's a crazy thing. I was supposed to be at my kid's softball tournament that Saturday.
And I took a wrong turn and ended up at Fork.
Well, the softball tournament on Friday morning, and I found out that the sign-up was still open. So I signed up, drove down after my nephew's football game Friday night, just went fishing on Fork, baby.
Did you go back to a similar area where you've done quite well before?
In 2018, yes.
Okay,
So
all right. So not one of your recent performances, but still some history.
I forgot about it, and I pulled up. I was the only one there. I was pretty shocked.
Oh, wow.
How about that? My man.
You
My
can't
man.
beat it.
I expected you would do good down there. I didn't know with the no limit format. It looked like it wasn't exactly. I mean, it was less than 200 inches won it, but it was all bigs that won the hours.
Yeah, there were some big fish caught. I would have thought I would have won an hourly. I wouldn't have thought I would have competed in the overall. So I'm actually pretty shocked to, actually cash a check in second place, but not win one of the hourlies. So my big fish was a 21, and that same hour someone caught a 21.25. Hey, another good event. Like y'all were saying, this one was run well. They gave away 2 kayaks there as well. Pretty cool format. So I like some of these big bass deals, man. These are kind of cool. They're different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good to mix it up. I think we've heard nothing but, good reviews all year from bringing on the participants.
Yeah, and Gary, I like Fork. I had to flip a coin about this one because I was planning on coming to Fork, but with our new partnership with Eco, and I'd never been to their event, so I went up there, but it was hard. I wish I could have done both. Wish they were on different weekends, but
yeah, no doubt, man. I kind of was on the fence about which one, but I knew I didn't really have to pre-fish Fork, so I dumped it out.
Next year, hopefully there won't be one on the same weekend. You need to pull up there Lake of the Ozarks. You'll like that.
There you go, man. Well,
when are you coming to my neck of the woods, G-Money?
Huh?
When are you coming to my neck of the woods?
I come to Gunnersville this weekend. The Arkansas Hogs, baby.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh.
The Kayak Team Series thing, Bob, whatever.
Is it the championship?
Yeah, it's the championship, baby. Final 4.
Well, by God, at least you guys can do something. The football team sucks, but the kayak team is kicking ass. We're doing it.
Talking about changing our mascot and making a Razorback. I was like, dude, I don't want to be associated with losers. Leave it.
Hey, you need to let me give you that old Razorback bass looking logo that we had made for the Razor Yak stuff back in the day.
It's similar to that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Copyright.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna let Waffle breathe. I'll let the caller.
We got Waffle. We got Waffle entered in the contest, man. She's in there.
Pro right here. He's struggling, man. He's
attaboy, Waffle.
LPD over here or something.
That collar's a little too tight there, Waffle.
Yeah. He needs to cut down on the biscuits.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you calling, man.
Take it easy, bud.
Waffle and Garrett.
Boy.
Next caller's up.
Oh,
hey.
What's up, boys?
Wait a minute. Man? Who is this?
Hello.
That's the defending champ, aka J-Fish. But no J-Fish tonight.
Looks like Snoop Dogg.
Maybe.
So look, Josh sent me a picture, Ryan, because he wanted to enter this as his costume, and I said since we make up the rules as we go.
Yeah, J-Fish shaved her head, so there's no J-Fish this year.
Okay, that's fair.
We would allow. But this is out front of Josh's house. He's out there in the purple lights right now.
Okay.
Ned and the Yak got some mermaids hooked, mermaid skeletons. He's got somebody. If you can see that, there's a skeleton in the back hurling in the back tank well there.
I can't say that I've seen many kayak themed Halloween decorations. Josh, you may have done something all on your own there.
I mean, I'm just trying to do something. I had an old warranty boat that was needing to be going out, and I said I'm gonna drill some holes in this hoe and make it pretty.
There you go.
So here we are.
So we got the haunted kayak from Josh. I love it. What's been going on with you, man? How's things?
Man, it's going all right. My season kind of got derailed with that whole neck thing, but I still slid into our Mid-Atlantic Kayak Bass Fishing Series Tournament of Champions this weekend. I did not win, but I stroked a big fish for the tournament. Nice. It was only a 19, but it was tough conditions. But
where was it at?
On the Upper Chesapeake Bay.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a 2-day event, and each day was a designated launch. So we had shotgun starts, kind of, a little throwback feel to it. Kind of nice seeing, a whole bunch of kayaks out there with their lights on, sitting in the dark. And then we had a bass boat tournament on day 2 that was launching out of the same launch we did. So, 70 bass boats blasting off past us and getting to all the spots first was fun. But we had a good time. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. Who ended up winning?
Shit, I don't even know. Oh, Justin Largent.
Shocker.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and Justin Largent, he was staying in the house with me, and it was me, Trey Leach, Justin, Jordan Welliver, and Jake, and a buddy of mine, Alan Hurt, staying in a house. And Justin's a different type of dude, man. He's real good people, real nice, but yeah.
But yeah,
where's that story going?
Nah, I had to pause that story. I thought about that one. Anyways,
he's no Steve Sisto, huh?
No. No, well, so we came home from day one, and I've never seen him without a hat on. You know, all of us fishing guys, we always have a hat on. And he comes out and he looked like he had like a button-up polo on, and his hair. I didn't even know he had hair, but he had his hair nice, and he just took off. And he came back, and then I think he went to church. And I was like, well, fuck, I guess probably watch my mouth around him, you know? I was like, man, he probably is catching on fire in this house. So,
oh man,
also shout out to Jordan Welliver. That kid is a riot, dude. I love that kid.
Boy, he's got some wires crossed somewhere.
I'm gonna tell you what, you know what I always bring to the table, and I tried to cross his wires up, and he was hesitant. I said, call Lambert and ask him.
Well, I was wondering because I stayed off my phone pretty much this weekend, but I did get a text message that was in reference to some sort of homemade concoction, and I figured something was going on out there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to call in and say what's up, man. You know, my people, say hi.
Always
all that
appreciate
jazz.
it. Always
Happy Halloween and such. I'm liking the Village People costume, Ryan. Go off.
It's tough, man. It's tough. You know, I get out. I've been stretching my legs a little bit this weekend, so it just
really trying to stretch all kind of legs like that, boy.
Whoa, whoa! Watch out now.
Look out. Yeah, scary.
Bangtail for real. Shout out to Bangtail, good sponsor.
He was out there with me actually in Texas. The guy that owns it, Brandon Bean. Yeah, he came out to that concert.
That's perfect. Actually, that's my next home concoction. Going to be with a bottle of Bangtail. So.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, happy Halloween. Next season is going to be absolutely banging. I'm actually going to be able to fish. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all, spending some time.
You let me know. Let me know when you want me to bring this outfit, okay?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every time we hang out, bring it.
I ain't never seen you hang around a cop.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, y'all. Peace.
See you, bud.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Real quick, we've got a legendary caller in the lobby. We're gonna.
I see that.
But let's give a little sponsor shout out midstream here, mid live stream. So we already hollered at Eco Fishing Shop. We appreciate them and what they're doing with the 250 and partnering with us. They actually gave us a shout out to Wayne, right? Can you believe that?
I love it.
They said, "Hey, we're proud to be part of the Kayak Bass Nation family." I saw a lot of people clapping, a few people cringing, but that's what we do. That's what we like.
They'll be all right.
And when I went in the shop, great looking shop. They had a rack of Pro Guides. So shout out to Pro Guide batteries. I hadn't used my Pro Guides in a while because I've been off for the summer. Fired that big Garmin graph up all day, no problems in the rain. Did me right. And hey, this was the first time I got to really test that gill suit in cold rain. It was like 40 degrees, raining all day
this weekend.
Yeah, and it was the first time that I got off the water and like all the stuff underneath was actually dry. It was amazing. So
look at that, a rain suit that keeps the rain out.
Crazy. So it's cold, y'all. Go get you some gill stuff. Save some money on it with that code. We already talked about Bangtail. Josh gonna make some of his special lemonade with some Bangtail.
Yeah.
And Seagar and Z-Man, we did a giveaway last week. I think it was Seagar, but tonight is double Revos. Double Revos tonight.
Double Revos.
So we'll do a random draw and then a costume.
You four-eyed people, this is for you.
So there you go. We appreciate our sponsors, man. We couldn't do this without them because it wouldn't be as fun. We couldn't give back to you guys as much. So there we go. Let's get the legend in here.
Dun dun dun.
Pickle Boob.
I turned myself into a pickle, Jeff. I'm Pickle Bob.
Can we go with Pickle Boob?
Can we get a full screen version of this?
No, it's Pickle Bob. Pickle Bob. What's going on?
Nope. This is documented. It's in history. This is going to be so many social media clips.
What's going on, boys?
Do we have to say it like that? Pickle Bob.
So a cop, a fish head, and a pickled boob walk into a bar.
Oh, man, what's going on, boys? How was Missouri? Was it cold? It was freezing up here in Minnesota land.
Dude, I left the house at Friday. I didn't get up to pre-fish. I left Friday after work about 2 o'clock. I left here. It was 80 degrees in Arkansas, and I got there and it was 50. And by Saturday morning, it was 40 and raining. So.
40 degrees in the morning. Oh, that's rough. It was like
the water was still. I mean, it was still 67 degree water. I was catching them on a buzzbait early, so I mean, they were still.
That's just buzzbait. Hey, I see it.
You need to come down to that event next year, Bob. We're counting on you to be there next
I
year.
need to make it to something next year. Like I didn't leave the state at all this year, and I'm a little disappointed. I don't know. I'm kind of debating on going to like either Caddo or Gunnersville, or I might go bug Brian Lambert at a Tennessee Bass Nation one. I got one on my radar.
Come to that Gunnersville tournament. That'll be fun. There's some. I'm sure we'll have some fun activities around Scottsboro or even Gunnersville proper for that one.
Can I throw a frog?
No, not that time. You can throw one.
But it's not recommended.
No, probably not if you're planning on like fishing the tournament. I wouldn't throw one. If you just want to get out there and throw one, you can.
I heard Gunnersville has a good frog bite. That's the only time I want to go. But,
come on,
they
come on
in.
here.
I mean, really, come just like after like June or July, you'll start catching them on a frog decent then, and it just goes up from there. Actually, I mean, you can catch them in the pad stems in the spring on a frog, but you need that water to be a little bit warm at least.
I don't know. I really want to know big cattle. I've always wanted to fish it, but we'll have to see. Otherwise, I might have to come bug Ryan on Dale Hollow.
There you go.
You'd be hard pressed to catch me on Dale Hollow, my friend.
Everybody's calling you Pickle Boob, Bob.
Pickle Boob. Oh, jerks.
That's because he typed boob. I see that.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much.
Hey, Bob, what do you think of the AAKS changes? I know you're an All-American Series fan. What do you think of their changes?
I like how they changed it back to the weekend. I'm not sure if I'm sold on the 2-day on the day 2 being cut in half.
You see a lot of people ask for that stuff, though, in comment boards and voting on polls and stuff, how to improve. And a lot of people ask for a cut. Give me your cons against, since you don't like that.
I don't think, because basically what they're doing is they're cutting your day in half where you get done at noon instead of being done at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or whenever your tournaments get done.
Okay.
It's not a field cut, it's a time cut.
Right? See, I thought he meant a field cut. Yeah, time cut is odd.
I mean, if it was a field cut, if I sucked on day 1, I'd be packing my bags too, probably.
Yeah.
I did it at Table Rock last year, or 2 years ago.
I mean, honestly, if you're just all the way getting the shit kicked out of you, usually are ready to pack up and go home. Or your back hurts, right, Jeff?
Amen. I made it through this one day thing is my jam, right? I was able to coast through one day, the open thing. So
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Probably gonna make bogey. Probably force myself to fish across, but I want to travel somewhere, and I think Caddo might be the one. We'll see what Hobie has to put out.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that. I'm anxious to see the final schedule for them when it comes out.
Just patient. Anxious to see.
They normally drop around TOC time. If history.
Yeah, so it should be out by like in a week or 2.
Yeah, I would anticipate it to be coming on pretty quick.
Yeah, I believe it, but I don't know. We'll see. I really like my motors, and I really wish they'd go to allow motors, but we'll see.
Oh, are they still sticking no motor? Or are you talking about Hobie? Oh, you're talking
about Hobie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I like AJ. AJ does a great job. Like, I had a great time, feeling accommodated on Dardanelle. It's just that Dardanelle just sucks.
Hey.
And pedaling at Titan is not very fun.
You've said nothing but facts so far, Bob. Boob.
You're a wise man, Pickle Boob. You're a wise man.
Hard facts. But
how's coon hunting looking up there? You getting any traction on that?
There's still raccoons out there.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I just knew there was going to be a raccoon somehow in your costume tonight. I didn't expect Pickle Bob.
Is there one inside that pickle by chance?
No, got one right there.
He's stretched out.
Can you live stream us from a coon hunt sometime?
Oh, that can be arranged.
I think that'd be great.
Not tonight. It's too cold.
That's all right. It didn't have to be tonight, but just some night.
They shrivel up in the cold.
Shut up, Steve. Dardanelle sucks ass.
Steve's being a homer. He's from down here. He's from these parts.
Oh boy.
So we do what we can. I've been banging the drum for the best lakes in our state for a while. We can't ever get anything up there. I don't think.
I would love to go Washita. Like, I know Ryan hates it, but I would love to go fish it again.
I think I really just hated it because I got 2 speeding tickets on the way out there. Both my batteries died in my truck, and it was like 20-something degrees. Like, those were a lot of different factors that really went into me not enjoying that.
Right.
Yeah. I skipped day 2 at Dardanelle. I went to Washita, and I think I caught about twice as many bass as I did on Dardanelle all week. So
You do you, Bob. You do you.
Oh,
yeah. Garrett's saying it. Washita's made a comeback. A lot of grass now. So there you go.
I like that.
They've been spraying.
Even then, I'll go catch 50 spotted bass and be happy.
Yeah.
There were a lot of guys that were on those spotted bass, but a lot of them saw them leave on day 2. I think I found a really good shallow largemouth bite on day 2, and I was way happier with that.
Yeah.
Are there any good spotted bass lakes other than Washita around you guys?
What?
Spotted bass lakes. He was asking for some pro tips.
Yeah, I mean, you come up here to
I want
Beaver
to break
Lake
my
and
PB
catch-
at 13 inches.
You can come up here to Beaver Lake and catch all you want. The 12 inches long, but I mean,
12 inch long. Well, my PB is like 13. I need the.
Hey, I'll tell you where you go, Bob. Go over to Oklahoma to a place called Chimney Rock, aka Pumpback Lake. It's a pump back between Fort Gibson. It's real deep, big smallmouth, and big spots in there for this part of the country. So
is that some of those Tennessee River smallmouth in there?
Yeah, they're in there too.
Okay,
sure enough.
Right.
Yeah, it's like 200 feet deep. It's like a big strip pit deal that they use to pump water back and forth. But anyway,
now,
check that out.
Tennessee River, is that like, are our smallmouth different than our northern ones, or?
Yeah, it is a different strain. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, they're all cousins down here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't know, Ryan, did you catch any smallmouth on the Mississippi River?
No, I don't think I did catch a smallmouth up there.
Well, if you do, the 12-inch ones could fight just as hard as the 18 inchers. So,
how about that?
I wasn't fortunate enough to find that.
They're pretty tough.
Yeah. So,
well, Bob, you're the man, dude. I knew we could count on you to call in. You're entered in the costume contest. We'll leave it up to the people to vote later.
All right. Well, I better get out of here and make some room. So, see you later, boys.
See you, Bob.
Bob Baylor, legend. Pickle Boob.
Pickle Boob.
Pickle Boob. Yeah.
Just for the name alone, I feel like he's getting some fair extra points there in the costume contest.
Amen. As they say on the radio, the phone lines are open. We don't have anybody in the lobby right now, so we can kind of run our mouth for a minute. I see a few. Oh, wait a minute. We got somebody else coming in.
Oh, God.
All right. Hang on.
That's not what I thought it was initially, so that's fair.
Hello, Snoop.
Oh.
It's Snoop D-O-double-G,
bro. When I just saw the thumbnail pop up, okay.
Oh,
all right.
Oh,
let me enter Snoop in the contest.
Yeah, put Snoop down on the list. It looks a lot like Josh.
I know you're a busy man.
When he turned the camera around, it's kind of weird.
Whew. Wow. Okay, Snoop. Didn't know we were going to get a celebrity. Yeah, look at Katie. She said Snoop on a stoop. Like
Ashley K has claimed you now, so
I think she must be here. I heard the dog barking. She may be in the house. I don't know. She was out on the town before the show went live.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Appreciate you, Ashley K. But yeah, man, there's been a little bit going on in the bass fishing world outside of kayak fishing, but I found it comical because it kind of mirrors a lot of things we talk about on the kayak fishing side, right?
Well, you hear a lot of comments from people that try to pretend like even this very podcast, Jeff, is what makes the drama in fair. If it worked for KBN, blah blah blah, and then you open up Twitter or a number of podcasts recently covering the, I guess, war, like long-standing beef between MLF and Bass, and you've got anglers going off, live on podcasts. You've got angler spouses going off on Twitter, and we really aren't doing that bad over here. Like,
no. I listened to Ike Live this afternoon. I was out walking the neighborhood before we went live.
I missed that one. How was it?
Yeah, that was good. They had Boyd and Stephen Browning on, two different perspectives.
I saw that.
I listened to Luke's with James Watson. That was a burner. That was a good one.
I did listen to that one. That one was heat.
Yeah. And I've seen some other stuff on X, formerly known as Twitter, as well, from Trait. She's been dropping bombs over there. Sound dangerous over on Twitter. So it's been wild, man. And it's funny because, like I said, people always kind of try to guide us, like, hey, if we would ever get to that level as the kayak fishing sport, we got to mind our P's and Q's because we'll never be professional. Well, the professionals are going through the same, because it's just humans. They're going through the same nonsense. Yep. There's people not being held accountable for the gray area. I mean, we're hearing the word gray areas, polygraphs, cheaters, payouts, all the same stuff.
It's wild
So,
out
hey,
here, player.
don't hate the messenger, y'all. Don't hate the messenger.
No, it happens everywhere. And, you know, I think the seems to be some of the big heat with MLF is, like you said, they feel like, you know, people are getting preferential treatment, not being forced to take polygraphs or have failed a lot of polygraphs in the past. And it's getting overlooked because they're, you know, sponsor affiliations and whatnot. I mean, it's the same deal in the bass fishing world. Like, you're going to have the same, you know, whether it's rumors or founded or unfounded claims, like there's stuff going on that people are pissed off about all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. I heard my gills flared earlier today when I heard Ike said gray area on his podcast. He goes, you know, we've got some black and white rules and we've got some gray area. And I'm like, holy hell. Is he talking about kayak fishing? What's he talking about over there? But no, they weren't. They were talking about how the folks at MLF and even Bass in the past did not want to drop the hammer on certain anglers because they didn't want to ruin their career.
Yep.
Things like that, which whatever, whether you agree or disagree with that, it's that stuff is happening. That stuff is going on. And we like to talk about it. We like to air it out and make sure we can get the nothing swept under the rug and it's talked about out in the town square. If that's fair.
And you've seen comments like that. Like, if you don't talk about it, nothing ever gets addressed. Like, hey, it's like that with anything, right? Like, once you kind of people see what's going on or, you know, whatever, then you can kind of make changes to fix that. If not, then, you know, indefinitely you're going to see the same problems come up over and over again.
Yeah. Somebody said you should spend some time watching NASCAR if you want to see gray area. Yeah. If you ain't, what is it? If you ain't cheating.
Buddy, NASCAR died with Dale. I ain't turning that on again. So take that.
So, you know, everything that we're doing out there, when it's a sport or even it's just a large group of humans doing something together, there's going to be some issues. People are going to try to get that edge. So,
and you know, we talked about this in our group chat. People that get caught cheating or doing something, that's the time that they got caught doing it. Like, how many other times do you think it's happened, you know, in the past? Like, we've seen tail cutter and board modifier and whatnot. Like, you've seen it go on, you know, forever. And that's just the time that it was brought to light. Like, it's always out there. So always be cognizant and, you know, try to say something if you're actually concerned.
That I love that Luke Duncan said was, and it applies to us as well, we are literally customers. You know, we're paying to enter the event, so we are customers. Even the elites are paying entry fees. Even the MLF, their BPT guys are paying entry fees. So yeah, they're signing contracts to be a part of a certain league and things like that, but they're also paying customers. So you have a right to say and voice your opinion. I mean, you're a paying customer, right?
Yep. I mean, that's part of the deal. And we say that all the time. Like, if you repeatedly get screwed over or don't like the way something's ran, you are the customer. So, you know, just don't spend your money with that company anymore. It's pretty, you know, pretty cut and dry. If somebody messes up my haircut or my food order, I just don't go there anymore. That's pretty easy.
The Amish giant, Levi Schneider, said he's just glad the big boat world stopped whining about live scope for a little bit for once.
Oh, so, and now we have a ton of live scope comments coming up.
Randy says make live scope mandatory. He also told me to not speak of pump back. Sorry, Randy. I'll let the cat out of the bag there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you. We've touched on this before. I don't know how you address a live scope deal. You know, I mean, it's just you spending money to get the product, right? I don't think it's an unfair advantage because it's an advantage anybody else could have. It'd be like saying you couldn't have, you know, the nicest model trolling motor or the best battery. Like, that's just a money spending deal, I think.
What I think is it's going to be key for these organizations, whether it be kayak or otherwise, to schedule tournaments to where it doesn't always have to play. You know what I mean? Make sure there's some spawn tournaments. Make sure there's some late fall tournaments.
You think stuff like that, man. And then you see like what they did on Seminole. Like that time of year on Seminole, I would not have thought that would have been a live scope tournament.
Okeechobee, same thing. Dude won it in the canal.
Oh, yeah, so, right. Yeah. That one was completely out of the blue, too, because that should have been, you know, just a grass bite deal. But, you know, Ewing went down there and won Seminole and our event on live scope, too. So, I mean, I don't think you can count it out, but I don't necessarily think it's an unfair advantage at all.
Yeah. All right. We got a caller, man.
Uh-oh.
What's up,
Hey,
Mr.
look.
Counts? How you
Look, I
doing,
like
sir?
Ryan's outfit.
Hey.
Oh,
So, yeah. And I can even do this. And
there we go. All
we
right.
got two.
We
of the
just
three
serving the
of those
people.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put Josh Counts.
I like
on
that
there.
safety vest.
I'm actually at work.
I see
know.
that. I said, well, I hope
Dressed
you
as
were. I don't know.
You dressed as a working man in there.
Yeah,
School
I'm
crossing
actually
guard.
Working. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Where are you working at this week, big dog?
Tallahassee. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Downtown. Yeah, middle of Tallahassee.
That ain't a bad spot.
Yeah, it ain't terrible. It could be worse, that's for sure.
What are you planning on fishing next year? We've got a couple schedules that are leaked out so far. You got anything that kind of piques your interest?
I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. It's yeah, I don't know. Not sure.
Are you going to fish next year?
Yes, I'm going to fish. But man, I've got a 12-year-old son. I got to focus more on getting him involved. I haven't been a good dad. So, yeah, I need to
strap him in that kayak, man.
Yeah, he needs to be more, he loves to fish about as much as I do, but he needs to be more involved than I am. I'm going to have to step up my game a little bit.
Yeah, get him in there. You know how it goes. My daughter, I mean, she's 13 now. She likes fishing when fishing's good, like April. It's real easy to get her to go fishing, and she's got about a 3-hour attention span. Like after she's put a few 4.5, 5 pounders in the boat, she's ready to head on back to the house. She feel like she made her point on that one.
My son this morning, I was asleep because I've been working at night, so I was asleep like 9 o'clock. He comes in the bedroom, wakes me up, and he's carrying like a 2.5 pounder. He's like, "Look, Dad, I caught one on the fly rod in the freaking bedroom."
That's a crazy place to catch one. To be honest with you, I don't.
He brought one in the
And on a fly rod.
my bedroom, woke me up. Like, look, I caught one on the fly rod. I was like, that's great. Good job.
I've seen a lot of weird stuff in bedrooms. I ain't ever run up on a fly rod in there though. That's different.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, my family wienered out on me. They were all going to go with me next week, but I need a place to stay for the TOC now. So I got a friend that lives in Spring City, but that's kind of a piece. So if anybody's got an extra room, let me know.
You hear that? You hear that, listeners? This man needs a room for the TOC on Chickamauga.
Or just a warm floor.
Warm floor. We'll find you somebody. We got plenty of people up here.
That's right.
We got
All
you.
right. Well, I'm going to jump off and go back to work. Thanks for a good show.
Appreciate you calling in, man. Don't work too hard.
All right, man. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Bye.
There we go. We got working men calling in on the clock, being productive.
All counts. Boy, he'll mess you up. You get down there around Seminole. Even up here in Tennessee, he's got a lot of history on these Tennessee lakes up here. Josh is a really good angler.
TOC coming up, dude. How's that going to fish? How's Chick going to fish?
It looks like, I've been keeping up with some of the fishing reports and my buddies that guide out there. They've been doing pretty good. You're seeing a lot of frogfish coming in. And like I said, I think that's going to be a really big player, depending on what the grass does. We're getting some rain right now, but I don't really think we're going to get enough rain to make them open the floodgates or anything. That's the only thing that could really throw a curveball at it. But I think you'll see a lot of frogfish, a lot of, chatterbait, fluke, that kind of thing. Those grass mats are going to play a huge factor in the TOC, I do believe.
They still green? Some of them dying.
No, it's getting cold now. Usually once it starts getting cold right around Halloween, last week or so of October, you start seeing them turn loose and they'll, just ball up, and then they're just big floating mats. Damn,
Ashley K dropping stuff in the comments. I won't wear this thing in there. Chill.
Goodness gracious. Get that fly swatter in the mail to me.
I'm already sweating just sitting here, so come on.
Oh boy.
This thing is thick.
Yeah, if anybody wants to call in and have a good live scope discussion, we have a open call-in line.
Yeah, we got a few minutes where we do our giveaway. But yeah, I love how the TOC and now the Bass Championship bookend. We got fall and spring, a few months in between, instead of just stacking them on top of each other. Yeah, we got championships in both seasons, if you will.
I think it gives people, something different to focus on, but also like money-wise, a lot of people take off an entire week for this event. They get into town, get settled in, have their practice period, and then usually stay, a night or two after on the other end. So I think it's good for the anglers, but also good for the host communities too. I think you see a lot more impact.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. It's constant live scope chatter. I wish somebody would call in and we could talk about it.
I know.
I don't have live scope yet. I am a late adopter. I didn't get a cell phone until like 2017, so I don't I don't like technology like that. But I can see, like this weekend, for instance, I have the big Garmin, a bigger Garmin, the 106 SV that can take the live scope. I just haven't got it yet, and I did use it, and I was throwing into brush piles just with the down scan, right?
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what, for those that have live scope, Ryan, you have it. How much of a next level would I take fishing those same brush piles with scope?
Well, I mean, the difference is like you go by a brush pile on your down scan, and sometimes you may see a fish, or two above it. But with the live scope, you're not just going by and marking where it's at and then turning around and fishing it. Like you're able to set yourself up, to where you're either throwing at the edge or the middle, depending on where the fish are holding on that brush pile, but you can see the fish swimming in and out of the brush. So what your target area needs to be. And obviously, depending on what bait you're using, you can work that bait and really watch as the fish reacts to it. So it's much more keyed in on enticing that bite.
Yeah, I remember talking to Rolando earlier the year where he was watching this fish come out of those root balls of the cypress trees. And I guess that's the deal, is you can see how they react and see them coming out. Even if you don't catch them live, you see them, how they react.
That guy's a wizard. We need to get him back on. And I mean, just the way he talks about his technique and presentation, but then like how he breaks down kind of his mindset going into those tournaments and what it is that kind of clues him in. Because he's, a very consistent angler, it seems like, all across the country and all the tournaments that he gets into. I think he just got a really sharp fishing mind.
Yeah. Still got that live scope convo going. Elvis said it was useless. I saw my man Elvis Lee at the tournament. He went home with a kayak, dude. He won a
said
kayak.
He killed a deer too.
Yeah. He always, when he came down to the Bassmaster deal, I think it was either the championship or one of the events, his truck broke down. He hit something. That man has some road troubles, but he's still tearing up the highways and making it happen. He won a kayak for his trouble. Took it home with him.
Elvis, did you take the deer home too?
I think he did. Strapped it on his kayak trailer. No, he didn't.
That'd be a good double up.
Yeah. Mark Davis doesn't care if somebody's using live scope. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, still best five, however you catch them. But it's an interesting.
We've seen it on our side, though. I mean, it's a big factor. You can't argue with, the impact that it's had on the fishing world. But again, I don't think just because something's impactful, you tell people they can't use it. Like the A-rig that's still outlawed in some tournaments.
That's weird. That's so weird that is a prehistoric piece of technology compared to scope, for instance, but you still can't use it. It's weird.
Yep.
I like the verbiage and how Bass wrote that up when they outlawed it, because it makes the argument for the guys that want to ban live scope.
Doesn't it? Yeah, I know that was.
Yeah, the reasoning behind why they got rid of the A-rig. So
yep. We'll see what happens. I don't anticipate it to happen. I think, the fish finder companies put so much into the industry sponsorship wise and things. I think it would hurt their business so much that there's no way they're going to continue to support something that bans their, highest grossing product. Yeah. I just ordered a Lowrance unit. Actually, I've ran Garmin for the past couple of years. I'm going to try the Lowrance unit out next year. I may do both. I don't know. I'm going to see what it looks like.
Very good. The one of the most interesting things I've seen recently is the drop in age of people qualifying for the elites and stuff. And it's directly technology related.
I think it's technology related. And the way the format that they switched to the opens, I know we talked about this. I think you saw a lot, different participation demographic on the opens. And Jay made a good reference to it, the other day. Imagine fishing these opens and you're fishing against 250 people anyway, and then you factor in the locals and guides and stuff that live in that particular area. But now, for them to kind of try to cherry pick, they have to commit to the whole season.
Right. Yeah. Sure enough. It's tough out there. That learning curve can definitely be cut. Yeah, that's an interesting question, because not even just spot lock, but mapping in general. Like if you didn't have mapping and spot lock, you couldn't really go back to those ledges and those brush piles as easy, could you?
You could. No, you just have to keep working, working in a circle, adjusting your scope itself. Like you could do it. I think a lot of people, especially kayak fishing, they're utilizing live scope without spot lock. Like the Hobie tournaments, for instance, Ewing's cash checks in probably a dozen Hobie tournaments, and obviously you can't use a motor at all. So I think it's a lot easier to adjust in a kayak, but I think it would be pretty tough in a bass boat without having a good spot lock to hold you down there.
Yeah, just like everything, you can win these kayak tournaments with a basic paddle kayak and no electronics, or you can have a rigged out spot lock motor, 3 screens, everything under the sun, and win one. It doesn't. I mean, you can win one either way. I mean, bare bones all the way up to the highest tech outfit you can come up with. So, case in point, my man Garrett in the comments there. He doesn't use that stuff, and he catches them up all the time.
John said he's going to finish out of the money with or without live scope.
There you go. 2 inches out the money. Dude, I just missed making 10 killer down there. I double dipped the Missouri Bass Nation thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in a bunch of anglers that was like 1.5 inches, 2 inches out of the last spot.
Man, come on, buddy.
Yeah. Big Amish that's in the comments, he was like 1/4 inch out of the last spot.
Is Big Amish like an accepted nickname or
yeah, the Amish the Giant, I think is what they call him right here.
Okay. I didn't know if this is something you're going to have to answer for in a parking lot.
No, I would not do anything disrespectful to that 6'10" monster of a man.
I was going to say, I like you a lot, Jeff, but
Levi's good people, man. He's good people, great dude. He won some stuff at the raffle. I was glad because he barely slipped out of the money at that Bass Nation thing. So
really,
no, Levi's great. Great angler,
awesome.
Too. So.
I love
there
it.
We go.
All right, we got the lines open. We're about to wind it down here. If anybody's got anything they need to get off their chest or out of their closet, now's a great time.
Yeah, Levi said it's an accepted nickname. Chris Moyer is the creator, and it's stuck. I think you met Levi at an event. He's a big old fella. Yeah, boy. He's part of the KBN O line that we've created with him and Ryan back our bookends with that other guy from Texas.
That's, if you look at kayak anglers, that's not one thing we're missing on is poundage. We got the big boys.
Joe Mack, let it fly, buddy. I want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to read it. He said, I teed up a zinger. You never know. I'm old and confused, so you never know what I might say. People have been trying to jump the line on the hashtag ride. They're always trying to guess when I'm gonna make the hashtag.
Yeah, you can't do nothing easy on this one.
No,
it's a costume contest.
It actually is easy, but they didn't go that way. They went with Revo and Z-Man and everything else, but we ain't doing that. So we'll do one giveaway for just people watching. So hang in there, all of you that are watching, and then we'll do one for the costumes. Let me read off the costumes. We can get the votes going on that right now. What do you say?
Let's do it.
So we had Marty Hughes with the Nebraska Dental Work. If you remember that one,
that
Marty
has
Hughes.
to be that's Alabama Dental Work.
Alabama Dental Work there. Then we had Waffle dressed up as a pirate.
We hadn't had an animal actually dressed up yet before that, have we?
No, we did have a turkey on the show once, but it wasn't the Halloween.
Yeah, but it was just wearing its regular outfit.
Yeah, turkey clothes. So there you go. We had Waffle. Then we had Josh. He submitted his dressed up kayak out in the yard. Defending champ J Fish put his kayak out in the yard on his bushes there. Then we had Pickle Boob or Pickle Bob.
I'm gonna go with pickle boob on that pronunciation.
Then we had
for sure.
Snoop D-O-double-G, man, a few words came on. We had him on, and then Josh Counts just came on wearing his work hat. So.
It was the vest for me. You see that guy that was directing traffic like after a football game? He just happened to have his work vest and got out there and like cleared it out so his people get out of the parking lot.
I don't know if you saw, but our buddy Tarek Walker dressed up in the Space Jam outfit that he had going on with him and his wife. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God. I sent him a message and said, you got to call. I sent him the link and everything. I said, you got to call into this. So he got busy. He couldn't call in, I guess. But
Tarek, come on, man.
Awesome costume. He looked fantastic. Not the LeBron Space Jam. He was the Jordan Space Jam. He was looking
I didn't even know there was a LeBron Space Jam, buddy.
Yeah, he looked
good. Just the cartoons beating him up the whole time?
Yeah.
Did LeBron even win in the LeBron Space Jam?
I have no idea. I didn't watch it.
Probably not.
On principle, I didn't watch it. No way.
Exactly.
We got a Snoop. Yeah, DJ Williams. Ashley's asking where his sexy costume was. He was complaining about that. We didn't see that tonight.
I read that post. That was good.
Yeah. Pickle Boob's got the most votes. We got Waffle. We got Snoop. And another one for Pickle Boob, Waffle. Man, this is getting close between Pickle Bob and Waffle. We'll give that a few minutes. Make sure no one else wants to drop in here.
You know, do the listener giveaway, and then we'll count
do
up
listener giveaway.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's pull this up. It was a good show tonight. We had around, I don't know, 80, 85 people watching all night.
Yeah.
Good stuff for a pre-Halloween show. There's your hashtag, people. It's Halloween.
Hey, look at that.
It's freaking Halloween. Uh-oh. Waffle's gaining ground.
Dang. Don't make us count these. Come on, people.
So hashtag Halloween in the comments for a chance. Pickle. Did you see Joe Max comment to me? That was pretty hateful, but funny. Said, how you going to be Ashley's PB if you're an inch and a half short? Good one, my friend.
Whoa. Jeff's really tall. We talked about this.
That's right. Big shoes, big feet, big hands, big love.
Oh, boy.
Looks like Pickle Bob by a nose. He's going to win this one.
By Pickle Bob by a boob.
Pickle Bob by a boob. There you go. Pickle Boob by a Bob. We'll give it. So Bob's going to take home the glasses. Well deserved. He's been one of the best callers since we've been doing this call-in show. That's how we met Bob, was on the call-in show. I don't know how many years ago.
Too many.
Yeah, too many. By a nipple. Disgusting. Great. You don't want to hear that. We'll give the Halloween a few more minutes. Anyone going trick-or-treating tomorrow? Is your girl too old for trick-or-treating, Ryan? You're outgrown that?
Yeah, she's definitely not doing that. No.
She's done with that?
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah, there's still the few awkward kids that come around that are like 14 that come knock on your door wearing like no outfit, just want some candy.
I'm probably going to go trick-or-treating tomorrow just to see what's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah. We got to go get some candy. We'll have our dog dressed up. Ashley and I got some cool stuff going on. We're going to give away some candy here in the hood.
I like to scare people. Just like I'd sit out there like I was like a stuffed Freddy Krueger or something, and then just scare the life out of them after they got their candy. They'd always fall right out here. You got to jump the ditch to get back to the road. They would always fall, jump in the ditch. It was hilarious.
All right, we're going to do this giveaway for the listeners. Pickle Boob with the win. Let's see who wins the next drawing here. Here we go. On Halloween Eve. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Derek Bushnell on YouTube. You are the Halloween winner. I like that profile pic.
I like it.
So congrats, Derek. Send us a Facebook message if you don't do Facebook because you're on YouTube. kayakbassnation@gmail.com. There you go. Send us an email. We got you.
All
Fun
right.
show, Ryan.
We survived another one.
Yeah, the call-ins are always kind of risky, but they always end up going good. So
They're always risky, and then nobody takes a risk. So
yeah,
that's usually how it goes.
I'm waiting for the night that we get in. Like, I want somebody that, like, an opposing voice that wants to debate something on here. Like, really debate something.
Take it out of the group chat on the live and see how it goes.
Yeah, let's talk. But nobody wants to do it. But maybe next time. Maybe in the winter call in. But
yeah, man.
All right, next week, Big Bass folks. We'll try to snag maybe the fork winner and talk Chris into coming on.
Yep, let's do it. Recap.
All right, man. Happy Halloween, everybody.
All right, see y'all.